Hello everybody, it has been a minute since I've done any videos here lately. I wrapped up with Dispatch the other day on my gaming channel and I can't get enough of that game. I still got trophies and choices to unlock. If you want to see, you can check out my gaming channel, that Blerd Gamer, down in the description below. So you know, that hasn't been all I've been doing. I've been cooking up some awesome things for my light novel project, Knights of Iran. As of this video, the book is almost complete as we venture into the art stage. With thanks to those that voted, I've decided on a title by Losing the Flame. Thank you for the memories. Also, I have made a post about an idea from art that I found on Pinterest. Now, in my story, there are 5 artifacts. Gemstones that wield incredible power that can be used for good or evil. The artwork caught my attention that I wanted to create something based on it. An emblem that represents the Saracen race in my story. Alright, so first off, I'm going to go ahead and open up the file because the thing that I really want to focus on is the stone in the center, because that is my focal point. That's what attracted me the most. So I'm going to go ahead and trace the design of this stone. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the pen tool, which to me has always been my go-to when it comes to creating paths. So I'm going to go ahead and just trace the stone design. So now that I have created the path for my stone, that's all I really want. I'm not going to use the rest of it because, of course, that's not what the whole purpose is. The whole purpose is to create something out of a reference that I saw. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate creating 5 of these gemstones. And what I'm going to do is what I visioned was to have that centerpiece, like I said, that stone in the center, and others behind it. So, sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Let's work with me. Okay, let me just try working around. Okay, let me just go over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so, come on. All right, so I am going to shrink them to the size that I want. Of course, I'm keeping this as the centerpiece because this is representing, like, this is the leader of all the stones, if this makes any sense. But I'm going to, now that I have them displayed how I want them to, I'm going to go ahead and outline them. So as you can see, I've outlined my first one, and I'm just showing you the results of what I did for the others. So there I have created my outline, my line art, however you want to call it. So now I am going to go ahead and clean it up. So what I do when it comes to cleaning up is I don't like to use the erase tool. I like to use the masking tool because in case I really need those areas for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask those areas that I don't want to be visible. So of course what I did was I kept the white. As for the other stones, see how I have hidden them using the mask tool? Because again, all I have to do is, like, let's say I still, want certain parts of the green to be visible. Well, as my school taught me, black conceals, white reveals. I'm going to enlarge the circle, but see, there it is. So now you could tell that the art never went away, it's still visible. All right, so now that I have cleaned up the stones, I wanted to add something more. I was also looking at putting in some olive branches because, or olive leaf branches, because, olive leaves in flags, represent peace. So I was looking at some leaves and I found these guys. They looked gorgeous. They attracted me to them. So of course, using their image, I created a path using the pen tool. And then, of course, I filled them into black and, I was just working them out to see what it would look like. And again, I fell in love. Now, the one thing I admit I will take again from the reference that I used for the stones originally was the circle behind it. Now, again, that's also what attracted my attention, but I didn't want to copy it off exactly. So I wanted to create something that was like if I wanted to make this into a coin. So all I did was get an elliptical tool and just created a circle and just formed that circle base around it because again, I felt that the stones needed something, something round behind it. Then from there, I did a smaller circle because once again, like I said, I wanted to create like a coin like look to it behind the stones. Now, the next thing was I felt that something was missing behind the stones. I felt like it needed something else to, show what represents Sarajins in my story. So I looked up suns and what suns represent in flags. Now, according to just quickly asking Google, I found out that sometimes the sun in some flags represent hope and new beginnings, which is exactly, spoiler alert, is exactly what was happening for this fictional race. So, of course, I looked online and I came across this. And so I loved the rays sticking out of that sun. And so I decided to just, once again, using the pen tool, trace those rays and, put it in the background. All right, it's time that we go ahead and start coloring in our little piece. I don't like keeping a white background because sometimes, depending on what I color in, it bleeds into the white. I'm going to change it to my favorite color, blue. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with just the base color of the coin, which is a nice golden yellow, almost similar to that sun that I liked, the color of the sun so much. And then from there, I wanted to color the sun rays, but in a more darker tone so it didn't blend in with the coins. For the stones, white is the center, then you have red, then you have yellow, then you have blue, then you have green. This is the original settings that I have for the olive branches, but I ended up making copies so that way I can see if I can just mess around with the olive branches and see where I want to place them, because the final outcome of the artwork, it's I have them pretty much holding the coin. The tips of the branches are literally are touching just the edge of the coin as if they are holding it. To add some final touches, I'm just going to do some, not so fancy shading. I'm just going to keep the shading simple and just finish off the artwork. And there you have it. I love how it came out, and I got some more ideas for this emblem, as well as some other art projects. So make sure you stick around and stay tuned for more. Until next time, guys, this is Nyisha, and I'm that Blerd girl. Take care.